And good morning, happy Sunday. We should be live. Let me know if you could hear me. I'm going to pause my chat. I'll say hi to a few of you, or I'll say hi to everybody who said hi so far. Hasn't been too many. Just give me a sec. I got to get the chat up. There we go. Chat is up. I did test my voice before this live stream, so hopefully it's not a robot like it was before. Let's switch that to live. Oh. Actually, let's just do top chat for now. So I'll say hi and then we'll switch. Oh, it all messed it up. But anyway, Albert, I think you said hi at the very beginning. MJ said, I have a G4 Pro that's had a haze over the part of the image. And then I responded back with, is the lens clean? And they do have this sticker over top of the lens. You need to make sure that's turned off. Or sorry, taken off, or it will look like it's a bit foggy. Tim, good morning. Frederick, good morning. So good morning from Central Texas. We had a front move through last night in some of much needed rain. It is raining here today as well. Let's see. Where the heck am I? I'll have to look at your email a little later today. I really want to get one of those G4 Doorbell Pro models. Watching the product notifications daily. Yeah, they haven't come out in a couple days actually. So they haven't sent them, like, I haven't seen any notifications for the G4 Pro doorbells. I posted a link to some unifi light switches and light panels I found on B&H. So those are, I don't know if they're bringing those back. I would assume so, because with their Unifi Connect line, with the video that they did show, I think we saw some of those LED panels. Got Wire, good morning. Zach, good morning. Jasper from the Netherlands, good morning. David from Ireland, awesome. Fisherman's Outlook, good morning, how are you? Alan Illo, I might have messed that up, but good morning. Ali, good morning. Glenn, good morning from Nova Scotia. That's one place I haven't been. I think I do have some family out there. The Last Dragon, Matt, how are you? From Sudbury. I don't think I've actually been to Sudbury either. Whoops, my chair just went off. Nicholas, John, Albert, yep, I did say that. Bob Carpenter, how are you? Carl from Sweden. Barry McCallum, that is my dad. Good morning. DJ, good morning from India. Awesome. So I still don't have the G4 Pro doorbell yet. I do have one ordered. I think Ubiquiti sending me one too. I hope to get the PoE injector or whatever that power, the power over Ethernet thing is, so that we could have it hooked directly up. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut open the wall to get that done, but we'll kind of figure that out eventually. So I should have the G4 Doorbell Pro, I would assume by the midweek, maybe Wednesday, because it is shipping from the United States. We don't have it here yet in Canada. Jeremy, how's it going? From Edmonton. I have been to Edmonton. My dad actually took my brother and I and my mom to the West Edmonton Mall years ago. I don't remember it, but let's see. Gordon, how's it going? How many site-to-site VPNs can the UDM Pro support? I'm not too sure. I have a large multi-building setup with fiber to the home services for each building. I think the most I've had is like 8 site-to-site. First live stream you could make. Well, I'm glad you are here. How is the feedback on the UDR so far? Waiting for it to be in Canada at Vaughan. Oh, Vaughan. I was supposed to be in Vaughan on Friday, and I couldn't go anyway. But the UDR, I like it. I think it's a great device for homes. I mean, I don't know if I deployed in a business. I'm not too sure. Gaston, how's it going? From Argentina. Christopher, how are you? Would you recommend the Klein tools? I'll have to look that up. I've seen quite a few people. My screen is way too big. There we go. I've seen quite a few people use this. I haven't used it, so I can't really tell you. I use these. Let's just duplicate this. We'll talk about this in a minute. RJ45 pass-through. I bought this one crimper years ago, and I still use it, but I'm looking to buy a Simply 45 crimper. If I could find it. Where the heck is it? I think I have it in RJ45 pass-through crimper. That's weird. Oh, it's like this one, but it might be a different model. Back in the day when I first bought it, it was like $150. Now, obviously, it's $29 with a wire mapper and some pass-through ends. But I'm looking at the Simply 45 just because they have we were talking about this. I did a live stream on Friday, and they have these cap 45. So you could do pass-through cables, and then you could put this cap on it to protect the conductors in it. So you could, in theory, use this outside and not worry about blowing one of your PoE ports. Morpheus, thank you for becoming a network manager. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Let's see. Joel from Australia. I was watching another streamer last night. I watch a lot of Twitch streams, and he does like Spooky Saturdays, so it's like ghost stuff and whatnot. But he was watching one about spiders, and I don't think I'm ever coming to Australia just because of the spiders there. Good morning. You got any troubleshooting tips for 2 G3 instances that won't factory reset or reconnect after a power outage? I'm not too sure. I haven't had any issues with G3 instance. They're pretty easy to reset because they have that little button on the bottom. You may have to RMA them with Ubiquiti. Alan, good morning. You will have 7. I believe you could probably do as many. Well, I'm not too sure. I've only done a few. Like 8 or 9. I forget what the site-to-site limit is. I saw some. Where the heck am I? Synology router RT6600AX best small business router. I don't know because I haven't done it. I think Willie Howe and Crosstalk Solutions have done a video on it. Have you ever been to Europe, EU? No, I have not, and I've wanted to. Years ago, I used to play a lot of Halo with a couple people from the EU, and I've known them for 20 years now, and I've always wanted to meet them. I just need to get out there. Ryan, good morning from Newmarket. I am heading into Newmarket today, actually, this afternoon, or after the stream. Simply works great. Yeah, I need to get one of their crimping tools. I do have some of these Cap 45s. It doesn't work well with the RJ45 tool I have. It doesn't cut perfectly. No, I don't have the doorbell. It's just, I will, probably by next Sunday, we'll be able to talk about it. So with the doorbell, either I could make it a pretty long video with comparison with the normal G4 doorbell, or I could do just the installation and, showing, doing a review of the G4 Doorbell Pro and then do a separate video of comparisons. I'm still not too sure what to do about it. What's the hardest part of structured cabling? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to say about that. Running the cables, I guess, would be the hardest part. Making it look neat. Trying to get the customer to buy the right gear so that you can make it work properly. They're fine. Spiders are fine. I don't think spiders. I'm good without the spiders in my life. The thing was like this big. The spiders we have here are like super tiny. Yours is constantly reconnecting. Yeah, you might have to RMA it. In your tutorial, creating VLANs and firewall rules with pfSense, how do you go around the switching part if you're running a non-Netgate device? Is there another option? So Netgate doesn't make switches. They just make firewalls. I mean, they do have built-in switches. I'm not too sure what you mean. Like, you could just plug it into a unifi switch. With unifi switches, they have their ports by default are set to trunks, and you just trunk all the VLANs down it. Hi, Cody. In the Unify dashboard, the hardware APs, the channel width, what is the difference between 80 and 40 and 80? Any pros and cons? So if you want stability, stay with 40. If you want speed, go with 80. You're taking up more of the spectrum, and you could cause yourself more interference. I have mine set to 40 just because I have stability, but everybody likes to see speed. Like they just want the fastest speed they could get, 900 megabits per second down or something like that, right? For me, if my Netflix is cutting out or Twitch stream are cutting out every 20 seconds, I don't care about speed. But maybe we probably will do I think we were talking about doing another video on optimization. Even if the G4 Doorbell Pro is such a nice component, it is quite a disappointment that it does not connect with Unify Access and cannot be utilized similarly to the Access Reader Pro. Well, it's because they're coming out with another part to it, which is in EA. I don't know if they've shown in their videos, so we can't really talk about it, I guess. Can you use the USIP router for a remote VPN site-to-site to UDM Pro? Yeah, I don't see why not. Queen B, good morning. That's Chantel. Let's see. I'll show you the picture that I built out of Lego. Actually, she built out of Lego. We just mounted it yesterday. I feel like the pass-through connectors are cheating sometimes. I mean, if it works, it works. I just don't recommend putting it outside. I've been to a lot of service calls where access points have been, damaged and cameras have been damaged because they're not using the Cap 45s, and it's the PoE that, it gets moisture on and it just blows up. Z guy, good morning. How's it going? Fire blocking is worse on cable. Yes, fire blocking is not fun. Kai, hi, Cody from SoCal. What SFP to SFP plus to RJ45 do you use? This is for the USW Pro. Are you talking about connecting your UDM Pro to like your UDM SE, whatever you use as a console, to your Pro? I would use a DAC. Oh crap! I'd use a DAC cable. Let's see. This is Canada site. I'll move to the US. And they switch kind of how their DAC cables, how you buy them. They just show in like a 25. They have these SFP accessories. These are the one, this is the one I buy. 10 gig at 5.5 meter. Sold out right now. But I'll put that in the link. That's what I get. Would the UDM Pro SE handle some symmetrical 8 gigabit fiber? I'm not too sure. I haven't done that much speed to it. They do have that 10 gig WAN 2 port though, so it should. I know if you have IDS or IPS and all that turned on, you're only getting 3.5 gig routing. Well, we don't, so this part here, the hardest part is running cable when their drywall is already. So I don't do houses. Usually we're doing businesses. If the drywall's on, that's fine because they usually have drop ceiling. We could pop out a ceiling tile and then we could fish it down the wall. Hi Cody, greetings from Brazil. Are all unified devices also mesh devices? The majority of them are. I don't know of anyone that can't do wireless meshing, but you just need to look at the specs. I would say 99% of the gear is, of the newer gear anyway. I installed the USG and the AP-U6 meshing Cloud Key Gen 2 for my mom, and a site-to-site, everything works perfect. Now she has full coverage throughout the apartment. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to get my my mom hooked up with some stuff. They've been bugging me for way too long. Speed is great and stability is more important. Yeah, when we're doing businesses, they could care less about how much speed they get. John says, hey Cody, any plans on doing some videos on UID? I already have a few videos on UID. I mean, not super in depth. I mean, I guess they kind of are. So we have UID. I have UID access, control your doors from your phone. Yes, okay. Unify UID one-click VPN, the one-click Wi-Fi. I haven't gotten into bringing like G Suite and stuff into it yet, but I probably will end up doing more UID stuff eventually. Let's see. DL, hi all, just want to let you know I received the UDR from Cody 2 weeks ago. I set it up using his videos. Everything works great. Looking to add another G3 instant in the near future. That's awesome. I did get your email yesterday. I'm glad you got it. I still do need to send out the other winners. Somebody else won a UDR and what did we do? A motion sensor or whatever the thing's called. So I got to send that out on Tuesday because tomorrow is a holiday. Jim, good morning. In the tutorial creating VLANs, you say to use the switching menu. Oh, yes. So that switching menu is only for specific Netgate devices. With the Netgate SG1100, you have to do that. Jeff, good morning. How's it going? Oh, to connect a 10 gig. Oh, RJ4510 NIC. Ooh, okay. So You do this, RJ45. Actually, I think somebody asked me this on Friday. So there's a couple of things that you need to watch out for, especially if you're buying it on Amazon. Obviously, this is an RJ45 copper end. Your speed, 10 gig. But then they do different meters. Like this is only supported at 30 meters. If you're going over 30 meters, this won't work. They do have copper modules. I don't know if Ubiquiti does. That goes up to 100 meters. So the full length of your copper. So you just need to watch out for that. But this is what I would use if you're under 30 meters. Alonzo, good morning. I haven't had the UDM past 6 gigs. Well, if it depends what you have turned on. If you have VPNs, if you have firewall rules, if you have the IDS IPS, it's not going to. Wayne, good morning. How's it going? Kind of curious what their plans are for the UID applications. We're going to talk, well, we're not really going to talk too much about that, but we're going to talk about something that I've noticed in the picture that I put on the thumbnail. I can only recommend everyone to deal with UID. It's really very simple. I think it probably is fairly simple. We haven't deployed it to any customers yet, though. Charles, good morning. How's it going? If you guys want to hit that like button, we're at 104 people and 15 likes. So let's go to that picture, actually in my thumbnail, which is door access. I don't know. It seems maybe that a lot of people do install door access because they released, I think it was 2,000 access hubs the other day. The first day was 1,000 of them, and they sold out that day. I think they might still be in stock now. Check. So the last 1,000 are still in stock. And I'm going to talk about some things that I dislike about buying these singly as well. About the MAC address filter on the LAN port for unifi, if I put a MAC address for the UAP, will it allow clients to connect? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so, though. Lewis. I always mess that up. One day I'll get it right. How's it going? Have you seen or heard anything about the Ubiquiti supplies coming back in stock? They have been coming. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been it depends where you live in the world. Twitter.com. Do we get to my profile? So this is my profile. I have been putting out they're affiliate links, but I've been putting out whenever stock gets in place for the US. I've been putting it on my Twitter. It's been insane how much gear they released last week. I would love access to be able to complete number plate recognition so it can trigger the garage door. Yep. There's a lot they can do with access, and they're probably going to end up doing more, but let's talk about this. Somebody on Twitter sent me a DM. I forget who it was, so I can't credit them, but they said, did you see this? It looks like they're coming out with black access readers, which is, I mean, I think those look really nice. Another thing, can I zoom in here? Got it going really weird on me. And I talked about this in one of the videos that Ubiquiti did. We could see this talk phone. So I think that's a soft phone for unified talk. This is all speculation. I don't know if these door readers are coming out in black or not. I hope they do, because I think that looks really nice. And the soft phone would be amazing. I just really hope that you don't, for everything, you don't need to integrate with UID to use it. Like this is UID here that you have to use this soft phone for. So hopefully they change that so we could use it on anything. Or they just come out with the standalone application to use a soft phone with Unify Talk. Let's see. Diesel, how's it going? From Virginia. Why with Unify is the download always faster than the upload? I noticed this in a lot of videos. Is there something with the hardware that I'm missing? There was issues with PPPoE, so maybe that's what you were seeing. Is this a good option for the out of stock? What is this? I don't know what this is. Is that Ubiquiti? Where the heck did I get? Let's see if that shows up. I mean, you don't need to use DAC. So they got, well, you could use fiber too. DAC just makes it easy. So that one there is a 1 meter. It all depends on the length that you want. I usually, like if we're stacking, we have a UDM Pro, maybe we have a patch panel, and then we have our switch. We could get away with a 0.5 meter, and I just think it looks cleaner. Maine in the US, awesome. Any good unifi 8-port switch for a small install? Do you need PoE? If you need PoE, they have these little 8-port switches. They're not full PoE. They have 4 ports that are PoE. The Switch Lite, which was in stock yesterday, so that's $109. So you get 4 PoE ports, but you always need to do, like when you're going to a job to do install, and say you're putting access points in a couple cameras, you need to make sure that your power wattage is enough, because this only handles 52 watts, and you never want to hit like over 90% of it. I mean, I wouldn't want to anyway. Steve, good morning. How are you? Do you think Ubiquiti will release a replacement for the XG16? I think they did, except they don't really have. They have these enterprise switches that have RJ45s that are. Where is it? Is it this one? Is it the XG? Yeah. I mean, so now you get 24 10 gig RJ45 ports, and then you get 2 25 gig ports, but you are paying $1,200 for it. I'd like to review that product. I have the normal 24 enterprise. Access Black, it's Pro Access, isn't it? Nope. Well, the only thing that's available for Access right now are these white readers. That's it. Unless maybe you could, I haven't looked at, no, they're sold out. Yeah, so the only readers are these guys right here. I asked you a question. I have a unifi controller installed on my PC, and it shows me the computers on the network without any problem. But when I install the UC on another computer, I don't see them. That's because that you have to migrate that controller to it, because that controller is local. You should probably get a cloud key or something like that if you're planning on changing a bunch of, changing computers all the time. Jason's Lab, good morning. Jason's Lab has a YouTube channel. He does what the heck? Untangled, a bunch of Untangled videos, so check him out. I have never used Untangled. Also, badly set up smart filters. I don't even use, I haven't used too many of the smart filters yet. Have you used the Dreamwall yet? Not really, no. It's just sitting there, collecting dust until they release, to the general public, and I could do some videos on it. Do you think Access would work for a driveway gate? They did I forget which video they did, but I think they're going to eventually integrate it with it. I haven't done anything with gates yet with unifi Access, so I'm not 100% sure on that. 8-port switches aren't available in Europe, haven't been for a while. Yeah, same with Canada. Like US gets a ton of stock, and I mean, it makes sense. They're a US company, and then the rest of the world just kind of gets it when they have it. Ooh, you scratched your cornea pretty bad yesterday, but it feels way better. Usually only takes a day or two to heal. Well, hope you get better. That sounds painful. I think 10 gig equipment is still expensive. I bought the, what did I buy? I have the, what the heck is that switch called again? The SOP switch, the Pro. This guy right here, the Pro aggregation. I really don't need this switch. I could probably just get away with using their normal ag switch and be good. But I'll keep it. I'll keep it around for a while. The Dreamwall comes with 2 PSUs. Do you think we'll be able to upgrade, change one into battery? I'm not too sure. And we can't really talk about the dream walls yet because it's not released. If U6 mesh APs are hardwired, should I disable the mesh option? Yes, I would disable all meshing if you don't have any meshing devices. So the smart, the smart plugs, they require meshing, and same with this smart power supply or strip, this right here. So if you have the smart plug, you have the smart strip, or your APs aren't all plugged into a switch, you have to leave wireless meshing on. If you don't have any of those requirements, turn it off. You can't stop watching my videos. Well, I have a lot. I think I have like 500 and something videos now. The older ones are a little rough, but everybody starts from somewhere, right? Yep. I have it triggering a garage door at the moment. Oh, wicked. How much do you charge to consult on projects? I charge $150 an hour Canadian. If you're Canadian, I have to charge you tax too, depending on the province you're in. Russell, how's it going? You just finished the job that you sent a picture of. Awesome. Yeah, that looks like a pretty decent job. I'm going to quote a couple big jobs this week, actually. One's to do like a Amazon warehouse. It's not Amazon, but it's the size of an Amazon warehouse for all the cabling and cameras, which will be a lot of work. Do you think I should wait on the black G4 Pro camera, Brother White? So they don't have a black G4 Pro. It's a AI bullet camera. I'm not too sure yet because I haven't really played with it too much. Do you think we'll still see an enterprise aggregation switch like the USW Leaf? I think the USW Leaf was an EA product, and I don't know if it ever came out, but probably not. I can't see. I mean, you're talking more data center level stuff, and I don't know if they're going to try to hit that market. I think they did try with the USW Leaf and probably found out that that's not really their market. What else did I see? Oh, that is way too big. So something else I saw on, where was it? I forget where I was looking now. Crap. It was something to do with triggering doors, or was it? I forget what this was about. I was looking at, oh, right here. So we have these. So yeah, we have the black readers, which I think are great. If they come out, I'm gonna grab a couple of them. But we have our mobile unlock, which is with UID. We have the NFC, and then we have the PIN, and then we have remote unlock. So we have the UID remote unlock, which we know is that, you know, just with our app or UID app. But then they say talk phone remote unlock. Has anybody used this yet? I didn't see any options for doing this. I mean, I might not have set it up properly, but they say you could do it with the Talk Touch and the Talk Touch Max phone. So I might set it up today again and see if I could get that working. Tony, just want to say thanks for all your videos. You helped me with the setup and install with my unifi system. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you got it up and running. That's wicked. You tried some of the Leafs? Yeah, I forget who did. Somebody did videos on it. It might have been Serve the Home, and they weren't supposed to. I don't know if they put it out. I don't think they put it on their YouTube channel, but maybe on their website. I forget. It might not have been them either, but it was somebody did it. Yeah, speaking of stock, I didn't want to show that there. Okay, good. That didn't show anything. If you are planning on buying anything, we do have Ubiquiti affiliate links, and it does help support my channel. And this is the US one, and it will help me buy more gear to do giveaways for. So that is that. I don't think I have the Europe. Oh, here's the Europe one. Canada doesn't work yet. Still, we kind of always get left in the dark there. But if you're buying anything from Europe or the UDM or Europe or the USA and want to use our affiliate links, it would be greatly appreciated. I have the U6 Enterprise AP in my home, and when the 6 GHz band is turned on, it only supports WPA3 over all bands, which means Legacy can't connect at all. Do you think they'll fix this? I would assume so, but it's still an early access product. Simon, how are you? I would like to know when you're doing more videos on USIP. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any point-to-point jobs coming up. If somebody wants to hire me to do a point-to-point job locally, maybe we'll install some USIP there. The UDRs still aren't in Canada either. I think they're only available in the EU and USA. Also want to say thank you. Have set up my whole network following your ultimate setup video. Awesome. I have also managed to have my IPTV work as well as my VoIP phones. Awesome. Yeah, the VoIP phones, I don't know what VoIP phones you're using, but I cannot wait for Unifi Talk to come to Canada. I love it. I think it just works and it's very simple to set up. Shipping is killer to Australia. I could imagine. It's still, what was the price on these? On the UDRs? I think I paid about $1,000 Canadian. So they're $199. $199. So $255. My math's terrible. So I paid about $500 in shipping fees, duties, and whatnot to get 2 UDRs here, and then I gave them away. Which I wasn't planning on giving them away. I just ended up doing that because I could have sold them. I had no customers who wanted them at the time. Yeah, so I get the shipping issue. I'm curious to see how much the G4 Pro doorbell is going to cost me to ship. I don't think it will be much because it doesn't weigh that much. There's nothing ever in stock in the UK, and when I go on the Amazon, I wouldn't buy off Amazon. What I've been seeing over the last week, they've been releasing stock in the US anyway. I don't know if it's the same in the EU. Is they've been releasing stock around 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning, every morning. Have you ever tried to use a third-party SIP with Unifi Talk? I do have a video with VOIP.MS, yes. I have had a chance to demo the UDW. We'll just call it that. I can't let you know any of my thoughts on it, though. When do you think Unifi is going to integrate Unifi Access with smart locks? I don't know. They're probably not going to integrate it with third-party smart locks. Our school is using 3CX. I've never used 3CX. I think Controlling Tech did a video on it, and maybe Tony from Quick Tech. I'm not too sure. I plan on connecting a 4G LTE modem in pass-through to my UDM for the WAN connection. Will I have problems with remote connectivity? Not too sure, because I haven't done that yet. Yeah, it's going to be very hard with their integrations. I wish they integrated like the Google Home Hubs and Alexas and stuff like that, because it would be nice to have my Protect display in my kitchen. We have a Google Home Hub, and I would love to, view my cameras. I'm sure I can somehow with RTSP. I've been thinking about starting to run Home Assistant. I won't do videos on it because I am not a pro on that by any means, but there are a couple things you could do with the smart sensors and Protect that look interesting. Well, actually, let's take a look at. So this camera needs to be adjusted. It's low. The reason it's low, I cut the cable, and I don't have any other cable. And this cable is not here. That's my catio, which is actually filling in with the grass now, which is good. But there's a cable running under the ground all the way back to my network room around here. I cut the cable short like a dummy, and now this is as high as I could have it. But it is definitely off center. But yeah, it's pretty rainy outside today. So the cats won't be going outside, unfortunately. We got that USW Flex box. You can kind of see, oh no, you can't. My head's in the way. You kind of see the AI 360 back there, and then that motion light, which I don't really use the motion light because we have a bunch of other motion lights on the wall. There is no giveaway today. No. If I can't do giveaways every day, I will be broke and I won't even be able to afford power to do videos. I bought a UDR, but ultimately sold it and bought the UDM Pro SE and 3 U6 mesh APs. So far, a solid system and built from your videos and recommendations. Awesome. Now looking at my next buy, switch NVR and camera. Are you looking to buy unifi stuff? My favorite Ubiquiti camera is, well, the AI360 is getting really close, but the G4 Bullet still. Michael, check if you guys aren't subscribed to me, or not subscribed to me. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you do that. Mac Telecom N, it is down below. Show the picture of what? Of the Lego? I forget what it's saying. Oh, so Michael, stock's been coming in at like 7:05, 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. The giveaway is the live stream. Yes, that's right. I mean, we are doing one giveaway a month. Last month or this month, I did 2. Actually, I did 3. I don't know why I did that. And sometimes it's just going to be random. It's not going to say it in the stream name. Because a lot of people do just come for the video or giveaways, which is great. I mean, I love having more people here, but I want to give back to my regular viewers who are always here all the time. But I realize that Sundays probably aren't the best day for everybody for these live streams. So I will start to do more live streams, probably on like Fridays. Let's see. I plan to get 2 more cameras and a G4 Pro, and I already have a UDM. Should I get a UDR or should I change the UDM Pro with AP? I plan to get 2 cameras. Oh, you have a UDM. I don't know. That's a hard thing. Actually, the G4 Pro, I would probably get the UDM Pro, but if you get the UDM Pro, then you're going to need a PoE switch. You need to look at the power requirements. I would probably get a UDM SE. I'd probably get a UDM SE because the G4 Pro, you need more power for that, and I don't know if the UDR is capable of it. I'm glad I got an AI Bullet, G4 Doorbell Pro, and a UAP Enterprise this week. I got this, what you're speaking of right now, the one that's highlighted, and put it on my front of the house. Oh yeah. What was the picture again? Oh yeah. This is what Chantel made. So this is a picture of us. It's not Lego. It's something called like Bricks to Picks or something like that. It took her a while, a few weekends to do. I think it was like 4,000 or 8,000 little pieces, but we finally got it hung yesterday, so it looks good. I have a couple other Batman ones that I kind of wanted to put around it, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that, so we're just going to leave that off for now. Let's see, where are we? I can't answer this. Is the U6 Enterprise worth it at home if you're looking for maximum performance? It's still in early access, so we can't talk about it. How do you optimize UAPs? We're going to do a video on this. Unifi APs, transmit power, and the RSSI for a whole home coverage. I have a UDM base, U6 Lite, and U6 LR. I'll do a video on that because it's a lot of testing. If you don't have good testing gear, like I'm talking the NetAlley NXG, which is about 15 grand, it's kind of hard to do. Can I see my Protect camera feeds on a smart TV? Depends what you have, what TV you have. I think Apple, if you're using like Apple TV, I think they do have a Protect app. It's 2 in the morning on Monday here. Wow. I got to work tomorrow, and tomorrow is a holiday in Canada. Yes, Unify because your awesome video is nice. I know what I'm buying before I get it. Yeah. So I think the Ubiquiti camera or Unify Protect is great. I mean, it's so easy to use. Yeah, that's 2 a.m. I'm in bed super early. Well before that. I do see that super chat. Thank you. I will take a look at it in a sec. I'm going to just read these ones. Do you think Unify will ever have a stable stock everywhere? Probably. But it's not just Ubiquiti, it's everybody, right? It's any electronic company. Do you announce the live stream on Twitter? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I did this morning. Yeah, right here. Yeah. But I mean, it was 5 minutes before So for my live streams, we're always doing Sundays at 11 a.m. EST. 125 people watching and only 55 likes. We're at 60 likes now. Let's try to get that closer to 100. That'd be great. Do you think the Doorbell Pro, or do you think the Pro Doorbell is worth replacing the non-Pro? Can't say yet because I still don't have it. I should have it this week. I'm going to say yes, just because they have that down-facing camera. And for me, go back to my cameras here. I got to be careful not to show some things, though. Where's my doorbell? All right. Oh, crap. Can I not move that over? There we go. So for me, here's my doorbell. You could see, like, there's a bit of soil there. Soil package that somebody left there. But when Amazon comes by, they leave the doorbell like down here, or sorry, their package down here, and I can't see the package. So I have another, I guess it doesn't matter. I have this dome camera that watches it. So once I get the doorbell, because of that down facing camera, I'm going to just rip this G4 out because my neighbors probably think I'm insane at how many cameras I have. Yeah, so I think it's going to be worth it. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see till I get it. Let's see. Do you use military fiber optics? I don't know what you mean by military fiber optics. Michael, thank you for the power bill. Yep, that will definitely help. That is, yeah, that turns out to be $12.83 Canadian. That will pay my 1 month of electricity here. So I'm thinking about putting the Batman. I wish this corner wasn't so dark, but I'm thinking about, we have, here, let me go full screen. So right here, this is just a bookcase of, I mean, I have Lego and a bunch of other crap in there. I'm thinking about taking that out and then putting, I have 3 different Legos. Batman Lego, which I still need to build, so it's going to take me a little while. Batman. It was the pictures. Let's see. Batman. No, Joker? Maybe? Crap. Oh, it's these right here. So with these portraits, it's just like pictures, but you could either do Batman, you could do Harley Quinn, or you could do Joker. So, whoops. So of course I had to buy all 3. So I'm going to make all 3, and I think that would go really nice in that back corner and then have some LEDs or something around it. So we'll see. I have had to swap USB sticks on 2 NVRs in the past month if anyone has one that has died. I've never had that happen. Drills little plastic bits. My wife's done 6 or so. Which one do you mean? Little plastic bits? You mean that picture? You mean? Your time is priceless for me. Awesome. Batman picture in the office? Yes. Carlos, good morning. I'm getting caught up. Oh, diamond painting with drills. Oh, awesome. That's what it's called. I'm going to have to look that up. We're always looking for new things to do. I didn't help at all on that picture. When I test Wi-Fi, I borrowed the Fluke tester. I haven't looked at any of the Fluke stuff for Wi-Fi testing. So I just did a... you might have seen the pictures. There was this... Oh, crap. There's this job here. I can't say who the client was, but it's a very good company anyway. So the owner of the company liked the camera view so much, like of the Protect app, that he wants me to do his house now. Not that I want to do his house, but apparently they already have existing cameras. So it might not be too bad. If I could just, swap out the cameras, that would be it. Try getting Cisco at the moment or Nokia gear. I have 6 months waits on some very expensive orders. That's correct. There is dB charts. What dB should my Wi-Fi be at? Images. So they have, I mean, you could look at these dB charts, right? So this is minimum for voice and non HD video. The lower the better. Like if you're getting a minus 30, you're getting awesome signal. So you want to be in that range. Like minus 70 would maybe be the cutoff for me before I start switching, roaming to different access points. I don't have Twitter and would prefer Discord. Discord, yeah, I need to start putting in Discord. I forgot to do it this morning. Discord does push a notification out, but when I schedule the stream, I schedule it a few hours early, and it pushes it out right at that time. Tell your neighbors to. I don't really talk to my neighbors. Yeah, I don't even think they know what I do. Thanks for doing your the vids you do. It helped me decide on what to get for my new house. Awesome. Now just to get lucky with the Doorbell Pro. I think it'll come in stock. You'll be seeing more and more of it. Follow myself, follow the other YouTube tech creators, and I mean we're all pushing out these affiliate links now. One, it helps our channels. Two, I was pushing stock notifications before we even had it. Do you have any plans on doing IPv6? Probably not with either unifi or pfSense. Currently dabbling with IPv6 in a virtual instance of pfSense, and there's a big lack of good resources. Probably not, because there's no need to be honest with you. Mill fiber are ruggedized on spools. Yes, so we were doing we call it armored fiber. Oops, I spelled that wrong, but it should just pick up. So it looks like BX. I don't think that's it. So it's kind of like this right here. We quoted a big factory job with like, there was about 60, oh no, was it? No, it wasn't armored fiber. It was armored fiber and armored copper. There was a couple runs with the fiber, but there was a lot more runs with the armored copper. I think there was about 60 runs. But that stuff's expensive. For 1,000 feet, I think it was about $4,000. I can't access anything on my WLAN from my LAN. All unified gear. Any ideas? Do you have firewall rules? Probably a firewall rule. The Batman with the Catwoman looks good. I don't even know if is that available? Maybe I should. I don't know if these two are available. I haven't seen those ones before. Those are available. I probably will have to get it. I just tried. I just had to replace the USB in my MVR as well. Awesome. Residential, not bad. So yeah, I've never had to do that before, but that's good to know. Well, it's never that simple. I have a school that wants new APs and switches. Looking at unified due to cost and self-managed options. Yep. I mean, yeah, the stock thing has been an issue. I remember last year, or I think it was last year, we were starting that, the old folks home, and we needed about 60 U6LRs, and that took me forever to get. How good are the smart floodlights? My garage is urine magnet. Okay, urine or urine? I don't know. Cameras haven't done much to this point. The smart floodlight's all right. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just a light. That's all it is. Affiliates are a great way to support your channel. Yes, it doesn't cost you any more to support your favorite creators or whoever has them. It's a invite only program right now. A couple hours notice is fine. So it does show you this notice. If you're in Discord, whose Discord am I looking at right now? So in Discord, there's this announcements channel that every time I do push out a video, it just pushes to it. I don't even know who set this up, but it pushed out at 8:05 today. When the live stream, it really goes off at 11 o'clock. So that was 3 hours. You missed the one on Friday. So Friday I wasn't even going to stream, and I just decided to. Hey man, should I use a Ubiquiti SFP Plus module for 10 gig on the UDM Pro? I have two different companies SFP modules and can't get past. I would probably get a DAC cable. They're relatively cheap, and they're a lot harder to break. If you can, they're sold out right now. Get a 10 gigabit DAC. So here's the EU one for the affiliate. I think it does. I'm not 100% sure, but I was told it does. So that's the EU one. I need to start putting in the descriptions of my video. I only have the US one in there so far. If you have one G dome, 2K Pro cameras, and 3 U6 mesh, do you think the UDM Pro SE is powerful enough? I'm not too sure. So a lot of the times when you're looking at your power output, you're not going to max. Like if I would look at my U6 LR, it's probably not at the max. But you always want to be sure you're not hitting that max either. So what I do when I'm scoping out a job, I would go to look at the access point, which they're probably, yeah, they're sold out. So I always look at the access point, then we look at the max power outage, which is, I thought it was a lot more than this. What am I looking at? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why. Oh, here it is. I thought this one was about 13 watts, maybe. Oh, here we go. I don't know why they changed that. So the U6 LR is 16.5 watts, which is quite a bit. I think you had the mesh, but either way, see what the special edition could do. Does it tell you the wattage? Max. So the max power consumption is 50 watts. So you just need to combine all the wattage and make sure you're not going over it. And I would try to be like at least 10% under it. So, okay, actually, let's just do this right now. So 1 G4 dome. I'm just going to put the chat to the side. So 1 G4 dome. Oops. I mean, the other cameras, they're pretty lightweight as for power consumption. We're 5 watts with the G4. You had U6 mesh. U6 mesh, whoops. Which I don't think is a crazy amount either. Okay, so it is. And I think you have 3 of those. Times 3. Let me get my trusty calculator out. 5 plus 11. All right, let's do it this way. 11.4 times 3. Plus 5. What else did you have? 2 4K Pro. Oh, those are going to be a problem right there. Those are going to be power hungry. Power hungry. 12.5 watts plus 12.5. Yeah, you're already over. You'll need another switch for sure. Absolutely. All right. Yes, I'm from the US and would like to help. Awesome. Yeah, so just use my links. I do mention it in my videos. I'm going to have it under the descriptions of all the videos. One thing with YouTube, it's really weird now. I don't know if I like how they did it. I don't want to see that. So now under the description, you go here and press show more. Oh, hold on a second. Now it's doing it. Oh, it's probably because let me go look at somebody else. Let me look at someone else's channel. Let's look at Tom's channel. His latest video. So when you go show more, it pushes. Oh, they changed it back. Okay, so I have nothing to complain about. They used to have it and it went in this right-hand corner. It could be because I am signed in and I have all these video analytics. Let's see. UDM has hit Australia this morning. Wow. 950. So that's the UDM Pro or the UDM SE? Take a look. Where's the Australia store? Do they not have a store? You guys might not. I'm probably not going to be on here a crazy amount longer, maybe 10 more minutes. So ask your questions. The video is coming out this week. Tomorrow I'm going to a job site and I'm able to film. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be ripping out their old rack. It's just like this little It's this little 2U rack. I'll be ripping out all the cables. We'll be putting up a StarTech rack. Oh, I'll talk about that in a minute, actually. StarTech wall mount. Actually, I think it's this one right here. I believe it might be something a little bit different, but putting up a rack, we're going to put in a new patch panel. Rack his unifi switches. I forget what firewall they use. We're putting in an AI 360 and a U6 Pro. So I'll be filming all of that. And that will come out on Tuesday. So that should be fun. Yeah, you could always get PoE injectors if you don't want to spend the money on a switch. But if you're ever going to expand, if you think you're going to expand past that, I always prefer switches just because it looks cleaner, but it all comes down to budget as well. I wonder what they are going to do for the Dreamwall Pro. I don't know. I hope that comes out soon, though, and I hope they send it to me because I don't want to pay for it. It's going to be pricey. I could see those, like any of the wall versions, the normal wall or the wall Pro, being great for new builds and home automation. Like for like super fancy houses. You guys don't get a store. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, so I bought a telescope. I don't know why. I don't stay up late enough for it to get super dark out, so I'm gonna have to change my sleep schedule. But I decided to buy this. It's just a beginner telescope. It's not super expensive. I did watch a couple reviews on it, and I know that the base is pretty wobbly. That's what people were saying. But at the end of the day, it was still fairly well priced. And I just want to look at the moon and maybe like some of Saturn's rings. I know there are a few people within this community who do things like this. So if I do like looking at the stars and like astrology and stuff like that, or astronomy, then I'll probably end up upgrading this eventually. Is that the StarTech that hinge off the wall? Is that the StarTech? Let me see. So these hinges, I don't know if this one opens up. I installed this for another client. I forget if it was this model. The one I installed for my other client, the base actually swung open. But for this, we'll be just putting a backboard on. Putting a piece of plywood and screwing it into the wall. Any recommendations for getting stuff from the US that only ships to the US address in Canada? Yes, I do. I live in Canada and I use this all the time. It does cost a little bit to get stuff into Canada, but check that out. I do have referral links, but I'm not going to go in and get that. But Shipsy is a great service. They have a place in Markham. So it ships to Niagara Falls, so it ships to Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York, and then it ships to Markham, Ontario, and then you could get it, shipped anywhere in Canada, or if you're close there, you could pick it up. Did you see the link to the Pro telescope I posted? I didn't have a chance to look at that yet. I do have it saved, and I am going to look at it. It looks, yeah, I need to take it slow because I like the 3D printer. I bought a 3D printer, and I never used it, and I kind of gave it away. So that's why I just bought that one. Because you could go very, very expensive with telescopes, and I'm going to take it one step at a time. The other video that will most likely come out this week, maybe the G4, well, hopefully the G4 Pro Doorbell or the ATA. So I got this ATA a couple days ago. And yeah, so that should be fun. I don't have an old analog phone, so I'm going to have to go to like Walmart or something and pick up an Amazon or an analog phone just to get it done. Did you mention racks? Hammond Manufacturing, they make racks. I was mentioning the StarTech rack that we had installed that a customer bought. But you also have these, I saw somebody post it, and I think you mentioned to me about it, the little hinges for sliding switches and stuff out. Yeah, you can't post the link in here, but in my next live stream, I will show those off. Telescopes are a very dark, very deep black hole for your money. I could see that. Stick a unifi camera and start a telescope stream. That's not a bad idea. I don't know. People have been wanting me to do like a 24-hour cat stream, or the catio stream, but the cats are only in there for like an hour at a time. And I opened the door a little bit and Mocha took off, and I had to chase her a little bit around the backyard yesterday. Pretty funny. Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I don't have too much more to say. I need to go get some stuff done pick up some stuff for the job tomorrow. I will post my links when stock comes out. So my affiliate links, make sure to use them if you're buying gear and you want to. And watch out for that on-site video. It should be out Tuesday. Usually when I do these videos, I get really impatient and then I just push it out. So it could be out tomorrow night. Most likely won't be out tomorrow night because I want to, there's certain times during the day where I have more viewers who view my videos. So we'll probably have it on Tuesday. And Josh, I think actually you do telescope stuff. I'll have to talk to you. Yeah, it was pretty windy yesterday, that's for sure. All right, everybody, have a great Sunday. Thanks for everybody for memberships, for the tips, for everything. Maybe I will post the video on my Twitter and in Discord of me chasing Mocha. But anyway, have a good day. Talk to you later.